Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the May 2024 sheet load. I'm so glad you could join me today. In today's video, I'm going to be doing the May 2024 sheet load of cards. And I just wanted to point out on this sheet load that there are some special instructions and alternative ways to use the sketch, and then the channel member bonus is an SVG file that you can download to get your everything centered. So I'll be using these shape dies today from scrapbook.com. I'm going to be using these foilables, and I will foil those off camera. These are birthday sentiments. And then a couple of paper pads from scrapbook.com. And I'm going to go with greens and yellows and pinks. So very happy, cheerful cards. And here's a sample card that I made. And I do make these little shaker cards. So as I wanted to mention today, I am part of the May 2024 Inspiration Hop for SheetLoad of Cards with Call Me Crafty Owl, Alicia. And I'd like to thank her for inviting me along this month. I'm having a blast with the sheet loads. So I'm going to go ahead and make my shaker element and just, simply laying down tape. This is 1/8 inch tape, so I like to use it best because, I like to cut my cellophane pretty close because if I don't shop, I don't have cellophane wrappers. And they work best for this particular thing. So the element that you're supposed to cut out for this, I'm making into shakers on 7 of 8 of the cards. So if you're not familiar with sheet loads of cards, well, each month, Crafty Owl, Call Me Crafty Owl, and I will have her channel link down below, by the way, puts out a PDF printable of a card sketch that you can make a sheet load of cards from 2 pieces of pattern paper, 12 by 12 pattern paper. Sometimes she does 6 by 6. And I know she's been experimenting with other sizes, but as a rule, that's the way it goes. And it is absolutely free and a whole lot of fun. All you need to do is go to her channel and watch her intro video. And she tells you at the end of the video how you can download your free printable. So I'm just using some varied shaker bits that kind of match with what I'm working with. And then I'll go ahead and seal down that next side and throw some foam tape on there. So easy to do, and it's just so fun to add just a little element of shaker. And I know you guys have seen me do little shakers before because, it doesn't take a lot of sequins or confetti. I don't typically use sequins in my shakers just because I typically reach for what's in front of me. And those are usually my confetti sparkly things. I'm also going to be using some white glitter paper for my strips. So I'm just I'm going to place this down, and I'm going to place my strips on afterwards. And I know that it looks crooked, but that's mostly because the paper itself has a kind of a wonky pattern, so it's hard to make your eyes straight. But I usually use my quilting ruler because I love my quilting ruler. I spent good money on my quilting ruler, and I'm just going to continue to use it for whatever I need it for. And I do like to add liquid glue on top of this so that I do have some wiggle room to make sure that I get it even on either end, because it's slightly more than 1 inch on some of them, and I'm sure that's the problem of the person cutting the paper, which would be me. But as long as it's centered in there, I'm good. All right, so let's go ahead and get the strips down. And the first strip, they're super easy to do, and I do use my ruler to just kind of help me get it straight. And the one thing about popping the foam tape is you can slide it under there ever so slightly. So then it looks like you've done 4 separate panels all the way around, when you just, in fact, are just making a fake. You're making a fake. So we'll get this one down. I was so excited when she invited me to guest design for this month. I'm just having a great time. And I believe you'll see me on another hop video today, but I'll have the hop link down below. I want to make sure that you visit all the people that design for Crafty Owl and her regular design team. And show them some love. If you're not already subscribed, maybe think about subscribing to their channels. All right, we're ready to rock and roll on this. So I've got my elements here, and I kind of like to eyeball how I'm going to lay them out before I make any commitments. So I'm not 100% sure I like the length of this banner, but this is kind of how I want it. I'm not sure. We'll see. That's the general idea, and that's kind of how I roll when I'm composing a card. So I do know that I want to trim off these flags. I love this kind of stuff, these banners. They are so fun. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and glue my topper down to my card base. I'm going to use a yellow card base for this one, and you'll see I use different colors for these. And because I use double-sided paper, I got a bonus of every single card looks different. There's no two cards the same. So it's a lot of fun to do that. And I did 4 in greens and yellows, and I did 4 in pinks and yellows. So yellow was my consistent theme throughout. All right, get that laid on there as straight as I possibly can. And this card is going to be a landscaped orientation. We'll go ahead and glue that down, and I'll put something heavy on it so that it, I'm sure it's stuck down before I move on to the next step. I use my tweezers a lot to pick things up because my fingers just aren't what they used to be. There we go. All right, we're set. That's dry. It's not going to slippy slide around on me. And I'm going to pop up the birthday sentiment with some foam squares. I do want to thank you for coming and hanging out with me today, and every time you do, I appreciate you all very much. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. And also, I do have a channel membership, so I did want to point out that I do keep all of my videos ad-free. And anything that I make from my videos is because you are a member of my channel. So I do have a channel membership. If you would consider joining, that'd be awesome. If not, that's fine too. Liking, sharing, and watching my videos is enough, and leaving comments. So here's all 8 of the cards, and I'll show them to you one at a time. And you can see the foiling in these. Sometimes you can't see foiling in the camera. So like where it says it's your birthday, you can see I changed my mind and didn't want the balloons. It's foiled in gold. It's got the shakety bits, and then it's got a little inside piece, and each one of them has something inside. And this is foiled in gold and kind of a turquoisey blue-green. And then I've got one of those little presents inside. And then this one I foiled in that bluish green as well. And there's no banner on this one because, let me get it open, I put the banner on the inside. So because it just didn't fit nicely. And this one has the banner coming all the way across. And the cake is that blue-green color, and there's those balloons we saw earlier. And then when we get into the pinks, then I foiled in pink and gold. And I put my shaker bits in pink and yellow. Here's the one with the little blue animal. I just love that little guy. He's so cute. And these cards are all just really cheerful and happy. And so you could have half masculine, half feminine, all kind of, more kiddish. But I really have fun with it. And then the last one I'm going to show you, I did not foil. I just went ahead and glued some embellishment down because there's just not a lot of room for shakety bits that you'd see. And I want, I don't want to waste them. So anyway, that's my first May 2024 sheet load of cards. Don't forget to visit everyone along the hop, and thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.